video.
Make America great again. It's a land of the free, my friends. The one for you and me. Let's go.
Trainwreck has not been doing well lately. I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. It is a wild week of debating and cats.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a crazy week for sure. And I just want to say one thing. I always like to interrupt at the beginning is I'm so jazzed. I've got family members and family member friends that I've been talking to on Facebook, and they're going to call in at the end of the show and say all the great policies that Kamala is going to implement in our society, right, to help it out, and all the bad things that Trump has done to make it worse. Nah, that ain't going to happen. That's what makes them get quiet really quick, is you just say, hey, why are we arguing? Just tell me a policy that you like. And it's always quiet. Okay, get on with the show, Miss Debbie.
Okay, are we ready to just get out to news? Somebody needs to send me a furry friend so we can do furry friends at the top of the hour. I haven't seen any, so I'll keep looking for them. But send in some furry friends so we can do some positive. Send me some cats, people.
Yeah, we need cats. Lately, the animals need some love here lately.
They do need some love. So send your furry friends to Two Old People on the Couch. We'll get them on there. We'll plug your channel. We'll let everybody know how to find you. So anyway, we'll put you in the description below, everything. So send us some furry friends. Let's get out to the news. There's a lot to talk about today, and let's get going. All right. So Biden meets with British leader and brushes off Putin's threat about weapons for Ukraine. So apparently Biden got off the beach and he went to this meeting where they're just pretending like Putin isn't saying quit sending weapons to Ukraine. So
yeah, well, look at it. It looks official, you know. They got the what are they eating? I don't know. Or is that paperwork in front of them? It's hard for me to see on the screen, but yeah, it looks official. So they must be doing great things for our country there, right, Debbie?
Yeah, they're doing great things for our country right
okay,
there.
All right.
They're probably getting us into the middle of a mess here soon.
Yeah,
So.
World War will throw a couple more words
Yes.
in 3. That's what they're planning over there, because things aren't going too good for the deep state and the economy. And whenever that happens, well, they got to do a reset. They're planning like, this ain't looking good. The people are figuring all this out. We got to do something quick here, and that's what's going on in this meeting.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to read the headline on this because there was no good picture that was below it. So Russia will be at war with NATO if Ukraine long-range missile restrictions lifted, Putin warns. So there you go. Putin has said he's going to go to war with the West if we don't stop.
Listen,
So I think we need to just stop.
listen, if it's a war between Ukraine and
Yes,
Russia,
they did, Lou.
then it should be a war against Ukraine and Russia, and we shouldn't be meddling in it at all. Now, again, like Trump likes to say, is like at least the European countries should be showing an interest in this because it's going to get them. They're right there. You
Right,
know,
they're closer. Way closer.
Listen to me. I don't know. It's just I just say if we give them something and then it goes from them into there, well, it's really us doing it. So, yes, expect the war to broaden both ways. If it goes more into Russia, then it's going to go more into where the product is coming from.
Yes,
Does that
absolutely.
make any sense?
Yeah, it
All right.
does. So Zombie made a good point, and I agree with her 100%. And this is what I've been saying this whole year I've been saying there will be no election. There will be an event that happens right before the election, a Freaky Friday event, and it will not be safe to go out and vote. So whatever that is, it's just my prediction. It's just my feeling that I have. Could we have an election? Absolutely. We're supposed to have an election. And am I wrong? Probably so, because I don't know anything. But
Well,
it's just a feeling I have. So, Zombie, yeah, me and you are on the same page.
there is a lot of chatter about that. And I still have a gut feeling that they got one more switcheroo in there up their sleeves. If, they can't push this candidate to look like, great, and and they can lie about all their policies and everything like that, and people just go, gosh golly, she's it, right? Well, if she's not leading in the polls and everything, either your scenario or they're going to have to do some kind of quick flip. I don't even know how that's possible. Your scenario is starting to look a lot more uh, plausible. But
Yeah.
don't leave out one last switcheroo here.
Okay.
All
right, we'll keep it. It was pretty wild. We predicted the switcheroo from Biden like 11 months ago, a long time ago.
We said it would probably happen, and then 11 months ago, I locked it in.
Yes.
I said, from my chatter, they say it's a go. It's going to happen for sure, 100%. And we said it on our show. Now, I did say something like somehow they would do it to where Kamala wouldn't also be in there, because nobody in their right mind thinks she could win. So I thought, they would put in some really popular Democrat, and that hasn't happened. So that part, I'll man up. That part of the prediction was off for now. Still could. My prediction still could. But I thought they would just somehow do them both out and put two new people in. But no, we were right. And it's not because we are prophets or anything. I do listen to a couple prophets, though. But we just listen to chatter.
Yes.
And that's what I've learned to do, is use my gut instinct and listen to what everybody's saying. And also the mere fact that Biden couldn't talk. How are they going to push this guy across the finish line? It all just made common sense that they had to pull him out. And they did. Okay.
I do feel like he's doing a little bit better now that the pressure is off. I mean, you got to think, you have dementia and you're being thrown out there day after day after day to do stuff that you're not physically able to do. That's not right for them to do that to any human being.
Well, and he knows now it's all out of his hand.
Yeah.
Right? The top mob bosses said, you done your part, it's over. Right? Just don't muck it up anymore. And of course, he put on a Trump hat.
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's just he's got no pressure now, because whenever your life and your family life all depends on you being the one, until they say, good job, you're done. You just hope that you're not done. Like whenever you're in a mob family, you're just like, I'll just sit back and, be a good old retired mob person. I don't know. It's just going to get interesting. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Thank you, Lou. I will look for that email on that as soon as I can. So anyway, if I can remember. So thank you. You sent us a funny furry friend. So we're back at the meeting, and Biden scolds British reporters for asking questions, saying, you be quiet. So, yes, you can't ask questions. You can't want to know what's going on. You can't anything. You can't have an opinion. You can't anything.
No, don't start asking the obvious, like, this ain't going to end well, or something like that. Please, no questions.
No questions.
It reminds me of my cousin Vinny, whenever the guy, talks and it doesn't go his way, he goes, no further questions for you. Anybody, my cousin Vinny fan out there? Go ahead, Debbie.
Oh, never mind.
You're not listening.
It's Jennifer posted, and she said October the 22nd, not September the 22nd, because you say September the 22nd is a date to watch for. But there's a big meeting of the BRICS on October 22nd.
Well, all I'm saying is things will start. Like, things will end on the 22nd, and things will begin on the 23rd to reveal itself.
Yes.
That's from the prophets.
Yeah. Okay. So we're getting into the debate now. So ABC denies Kamala Harris was given debate questions in advance amid calls for internal investigation into network for debating rigging, but their denial statement is suspicious. So, yes. So, there's lots of stuff going around that she did have the questions in advance. Guys tell me in the chat, to me in the debate, it seemed like he was being tag teamed like 3 against 1. So they were correcting him, they were cutting him off, it seemed
Yeah,
like 3 debating 1.
well, the total giveaway is whenever, she started doing like he said there was good people, over there on both sides. He actually condemned them, and we already have discussed this, but what I'm saying is whenever they didn't fact check that, like if you watch the whole 30-second clip, he condoned them, those organizations, but
He condemned them.
but they didn't fact check that.
Right.
And that's been their like little, running. That's all they got to run on is that. They bring it up on everything.
And
it's wrong, it's a lie, and the media sticked with it, so they're on the other people's side. Most definitely.
So, and I see Agent 33 in the chat, AC.
Ooh.
So, and
All right.
I don't have a slide of this, but I found it very interesting. Like when they did their fact checkings of how many times they lied, they said that Kamala lied once, and they said Trump lied 33 times.
Yeah,
you can't
there
make
you
that
go.
stuff up, man. 33 is the number
Yeah.
of the Illuminati.
I'm surprised there wasn't checkerboards behind it whenever
Yes, I'm surprised.
Whenever they announced that, it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good number right there.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I thought that was interesting. So we have the singer and Springfield, Ohio native, John Legend, gets torn to shreds after giving vile lecture to Springfield residents on hating immigrants from his Beverly Hills mansion. So anyway, we're gonna get into I think I have throughout here several of the slides on Springfield, Ohio, and the cat situation, and the geese situation, and the stuff that's going on in Springfield with the Haitians. So we're gonna deep dive into that.
The print is too small, and I didn't hear. I mean, I was listening to you, but is he saying it's a problem or it isn't a problem?
I think he's saying it isn't a problem from his Beverly Hills mansion. And and they're saying, "Oh, come here, come and look and see how much of a problem it is."
Well, they always put them in a low class economy area to begin with, kind of, right? The immigrants, the illegal immigrants, maybe they're legal, the Haitians, I don't know. I don't know how it's working out here, but my sister lives in a prominent town in Ohio, and I guarantee it'd be no big deal until they plopped them all there, and then they would be like town meetings, like, what's going on? This is our little pristine, perfect little, community, and wait a second, this is all strategically done. And then there's a couple industries there in Springfield, and the corporations are loving them. They're like, they show up for work, they low wages, they show up to work, and meanwhile American citizens that are living there ain't getting those jobs. So cheap labor,
Yeah.
And hey, these people are starving probably, so they're gonna work to eat and everything.
Yeah.
So,
well,
there you go.
It's not about them starving; it's their culture. They eat cats. They have.
Right. I'm
yes,
saying
we're gonna get into that.
I'm not saying the
Yes.
cat and dog thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they're desperate. They need jobs, any
Okay.
job, to survive.
Yes.
So they're gonna take a job
from an
at
American.
from the least amount of money, just
Yes.
so they can have some,
Yes. Lou
buy
says,
some pets. Okay.
Lou says that John Legend was trying to get the people to accept their cultural differences on food types. So That's what the John Legend thing was all about. Is he was trying to say, yeah, it's okay because they eat cats and they
Yeah,
eat
well,
geese and they
not
drink
here in America.
poo and stuff like that. So yes. So thank
Yeah.
you, Luke. I
And
I
you
didn't
can't eat your
hear what
neighbor's
his
pets.
right. We don't eat our
You know,
neighbor's pets at all.
it's
No.
against the law here in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just
It's
state that.
yeah. Absolutely. So we have Boeing workers begin massive strike. I did not know this was going to be going on. Production on the 737 MAX halted. So we have more
Mm,
companies going on strike, and that's not going to be good for our economy and stuff that drives. So we have more rumors of strikes going on, and apparently Boeing is beginning to strike.
well, listen, with inflation, the wages have to go up for people to keep living the way they live and pay their bills and everything. So I understand why people, are striking and everything, but these companies are just going to bail on America. They're just going to say, okay, we try to keep going here, but we're just going to take all our jobs somewhere else where people work for nothing.
Yeah.
And that's why the tariffs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
If they go over there and they put in policy that they can't sell it back over here, well, then they have to stay here if they want to sell it here. So there you go. I'm just saying, it's things that Mr. T have been saying, Mr. Trump, I'll say, former President Trump. These are things that he's trying to drive to the American people, but they'll figure it out. Whenever you're not being able to pay your mortgage and stuff, people will start figuring all this out. Start saying, "Hey, things aren't as good as what the people running on the one side say it is. Maybe it's not that good."
All right. The Trump supporters line the streets in Johnson Town, Pennsylvania, to protest Kamala Harris campaign stop. So, anyway, interesting. So,
Yeah.
so that's interesting. And Kamala Harris can't give one reason why Pennsylvania should vote for her. So anyway,
Oh
but
my God.
but everybody calm down. She is for fracking now. Fracking,
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
or what else was it
I don't know.
that they talked about? Anyway, I think we'll have a slide here on it in a
She's
little bit. But yeah, she's changed her position on a bunch of stuff, so everything is cool, right? I still
Oh,
don't know
she
her.
doesn't want to take our.
Oh, our pew pews.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
says,
had
"Oh, I
she
won't
has
do
a pew
that."
pew. She has a
Yeah.
pew pew, so she won't
Well,
take our pew pews.
but they'll. And then the next day she'll be like, "Only these ones."
Yes,
Like, oh,
yes,
okay, that's
yes,
taking them. Okay, all right, got it.
yes. Yeah, Jake said it right. The train is off the rails. Brace for impact. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that
Yeah.
we
It's
are going. Um, yeah, I know, Neil. I'll have to
what
Google who John Legend is too. He's a singer, apparently, allegedly.
what is one of our other predictions was this whole election year was going to be nuts balls,
Yes,
and it has been nuts balls. The second thing we said is the last 2 months are going to be
crazy.
off the chain,
Mhm.
crazy.
Mhm.
Expect the unexpected,
Right.
and it's already been a wacky July, and September is already starting off with a bang. But it's going to get the next 2 months. Look out, people! It's going to get nuts balls, as we like to say.
Okay, so here's a slide about the Haitian voodoo is in fact real. Democratic president candidate uh, Mariam Williamson defends Trump's accusation claim on Haitians eating pets. So it's all about their customs and everything, which is fine. But
Yeah.
okay, so we took a town of 50,000 and we dropped 20,000 immigrants into that town. That is a lot of people to absorb and to take care of. A lot of people.
And they're bringing their customs with them, and they can, they're holding them kind of together because there's a lot of them, and I don't know. We shouldn't be doing mass drops of
People.
immigration.
Right.
I don't think it's right, but
Yeah.
you know,
Wendy says they are dumping They are being dumped in OKC, and Stent wants to help them. Grassroots are fighting it. So I did not know that, Wendy, that it was happening in Oklahoma City. So anyway, that
Yeah.
will not be good for Oklahoma City because it
No.
just doesn't have the resources to absorb massive amounts of people. They're going to
No. And
be on the streets.
there's a lot of
Thank you,
low-income
Linda.
people
John Legend
in
is a professional singer.
is a there's a lot of people living what is lower middle class in Oklahoma City. I guess we would consider. I guess we're borderline middle class ourselves, right there in the middle, maybe of the middle class. But there's a lot of people living, struggling. So you dump more people in there that's struggling, it's going to just a lot more people brings it all down to where everybody's struggling harder.
Yes, absolutely. So, and Lou says that Stent is a massive closet rhino. So that could be true. I don't disagree with that. I'm beginning to think that everybody is on the same side in politics, and it doesn't matter. We're doomed. They're all trying to do the same thing.
It's gonna have to be
Yeah,
a God like
intervention.
whenever
Yeah,
intervention, and hopefully it's so obvious that everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, God is real. We need to."
yes.
We need to start straightening up now. This ain't no joke, I'm hoping it's something of that magnitude because that's what we need right now. We just need a godly intervention that just shuts down the central banking system and just starts everything afresh. And it's so obvious that it was divine that everybody that's been brainwashed will finally come out and say, "Oh my gosh," and all the evil people will be like, called out and ratted out, and it's going to change everything on both sides, Republicans and Democrats.
So Joe Biden keeps PA man's Trump 2024 hat, and Trump campaign provides a new one for this supporter. So anyway, so here we have Biden. He has a Trump hat on. I don't know what's going on in this man's mind, but it is nuts balls for sure. Nuts balls.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's either he's going a little on the senile side, or he's
wanting some
incredibly
revenge.
three things. Either he's incredibly senile, just like, sure, I'll put it on, not, or he's seeking revenge, or I don't even know what the third. I had some. I don't know anymore. And then he kept the hat. I mean, it doesn't look good for the Democrats or his running mate.
Right.
Or his vice president.
And not just Springfield, Ohio. 3 cats found mutilated, cut in half with paws cleaned, chopped off. No blood at the scene in Houston, Texas. Oh, little Frenchie, heads up. Oh, Mark, heads up. Mark's headed to Houston.
Oh my God, listen.
Texas
is
close in less
right
than 2 weeks. So keep your pets close. Keep that bunny in the house.
Listen, I'm staying in a hotel that it's not. You can't. I have noise cancellation, which is great because this air conditioner is loud as all get out. It's not a low. It's not a great chain, but it's not one of the bottom chains either, right? And things aren't looking as good. The restaurants that I go to, it just seems like they're understaffed. There's people around. It just looks dirtier. Everywhere I've gone so far, just ain't. Things aren't going good, is what I'm telling you.
Yes.
Things are starting to not have the quality of life, I think, whenever I had on the road before. I used to be able to stay in mid-level hotels, and they were nice, But,
yeah,
things are changing.
He is coming to Houston to do a job, and he will be there later today. He's doing Sunday Night Football, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Kamalanomics supporters tell you not to believe your own eyes or your wallet. So they're trying to tell you that the economy is great and that nothing is happening and that inflation isn't through the roof and that people aren't having to work 2 and 3 jobs to get by. So anyway, so just so you know, everything's fine. Everything is fine.
All the houses for sale in our neighborhood,
Yes.
and the other houses that are condemned and boarded up, it's all good, man. We're all doing better than we ever have. The economy is crazy good.
Yeah, no, he'll have a hotel. He has a hotel room already, Jake. But thank you, ready the spare room. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, and
yeah.
little Frenchie says that's far from them where the football is. The football. So
It's
anyway,
it's
yeah,
far from them. Yeah. No, I don't want. Listen, it's if I make any plans, I'll get. It always goes awry.
yeah.
So
Mark has
I
a
don't
hard
make.
time making plans, and he has to show up and park his truck, and then he doesn't have a vehicle, and it's usually a whole deal when he tries to meet up with people.
Yeah,
So
don't feel obligated
yeah,
to be like, oh my gosh,
it is.
he's gonna think I'm not nice if I don't make an F. No, listen, man,
Yeah,
it's I'm in the middle of a city for gosh sake. Who wants to come down here? And then you have to have credentials half the time to get in. It's a ever living nightmare. So don't worry about it at all.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
do have to find out what region little little Frenchie's at.
Is that so that you know if you get close to there? Yeah,
Yeah, because then I don't make. I'll call in advance, but
right.
it won't be like days in advance. It'll be like, hey, I'm free. You want to do dinner or something like that? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can do plans is last second, and that it all the stars align. And my boss doesn't have me running to do another job or something.
Aw,
So
thank you, Jake.
let's get back to the show.
Let's get back to the
Nobody
show.
cares about me.
Yeah, they do. Trump was right. Now, DOJ numbers reveal ABC hacked David Muir's fake fact checked President Trump on violent crime numbers. Crime is up 40% since Trump. Where's the apology? So, some of the things that they were saying that Trump was lying about, they weren't lies. So, anyway, and the crime numbers didn't include California or New York. So,
Oh my God.
when they did their numbers, they left those two I don't know, states or yeah, out.
Aren't those like some of the most populated places on
Yeah,
the
some of
planet?
the
Yeah, okay,
populated
all right. And the
places
biggest
in
Democrat-ran cities on the planet. Oh,
uh-huh.
well, it's a clown world, people.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
believe them.
Yeah.
Just believe your mainstream media people. They wouldn't steer you crazy.
No. Okay, World War III watch. Oh, I said that all out loud without
Oh
any
my
words.
goodness. Okay.
Putin warns authorizing fire long range. Russia will mean NATO is at war with. So it's a headline, people. The headlines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, my things
And
are heating up out over there, but they want you to worry about
yeah.
stuff over
and
here.
Biden. Yeah, and Biden has a migraine.
Yes.
It looks
Biden
like it
has
in the
a
picture.
migraine. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's like, where
I
am
don't know.
I? Where am I? Yes.
What's a mushroom cloud?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right. Lindsay Davis reveals how she, David Muir, and ABC News schemed to protect Kamala Harris by ambushing President Trump with fact checks after he crushed Biden in debate. So, anyway.
Well, it seemed like any time that Kamala wanted them to like fact check them or something like that, she'd be talking along, and then listen, she'd be looking at him, and then if she went like this,
Yeah.
like that,
Uh-huh.
and she had this twist move and looked at them, and every time she did that, then they would interrupt, and go on the offense against
Yeah.
Mr. T. It's like if they had like a side by side every time, like she would do that, then they would come back in her defense.
Right.
It was like a signal or something that
Yeah.
they had.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I have a slide on this too, but this lady right here was a sorority sister of Kamala Harris. So
And-
they were sorority sisters.
Yeah, and Debbie had a good point. She said that, oh my gosh, my brain's gonna, that Trump set them up.
Oh,
with the one question.
he did set them up for one
Explain that,
question.
Miss
He had
Debbie.
one zinger. Otherwise, I thought he seemed a little bit frustrated or probably perturbed. He probably was very perturbed. But he did set them up in one way. He got them to mention the last election because he had been going out and dropping like that he had lost, that he missed the mark by a smidgen or something like that. So on three different occasions he said he did lose the last election. And then so they brought up the question about the last election, giving him the opportunity to address it. And he said, "Oh, those were sarcasm remarks. Of course the
Uh,
2020 election was not
you know,
right
yeah.
and everything." And
We can't say certain words
right.
on
Yeah.
this show.
That wasn't right and stuff like that. So, yeah. So he did do that. That was his one move that he did do. So,
And they looked shocked too. They were
yeah,
like,
they were
"Holy
very
crap!"
shocked that he set them up like that. They thought they were going to get him on that question, and I was worried about that too because I'd been hearing how he was saying, and I thought that just
I
seems
was.
odd. You know?
I every time I heard that, I said, "I gotta hear it in full context," because I just can't believe he would have said that. And meant it. Like all of a sudden, 4 years later, he's like okay with it all. No, I was like, I gotta hear the whole. So I haven't yet, but it was good to hear him say, "Nah, they took it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
There was shenanigans all the way
yeah.
through it.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, good.
Jennifer, I'll check Alex out and see. I'll check him out. I don't know. I haven't watched that person, so I will check it out. Is he on YouTube, Jennifer? She's telling us to check out this Alex Christo or you. I don't know how to say his
Okay.
last name, so I will try to check
We
him
will.
out. We will. Okay. Look at how Democrats and the media talk about Dick Cheney for years before he endorsed Kamala Harris. So they used to hate Dick Cheney. And then during the debate, Kamala is dropping Dick Cheney. Who's the other one?
McCain.
McCain. All the
The
big
deep.
names.
Oh my
all
gosh!
the deep state players.
Listen. The people used to loathe this guy on the other side.
Yes.
Call him, big oil warmonger, and then all he has to say is, "We don't like Trump," and all of a sudden they're their best friend. He's the smartest guy on the planet. Never did anything wrong before. It's just like, oh my gosh, if you don't think there's a deep state, whenever they start saying that they love Dick Cheney and his daughter, oh my gosh, people. I mean, just you can't even make this stuff up. It's unbelievable.
Yes. Yes. Linda, I'll check out John Harris too. All right. Thank you, Lazy Days. Lazy Days posting links as usual.
And Bush Senior was CIA head of the CIA, and he's the one that brought Cheney into his circle to begin with, and then his son just rolled with him and put him in as vice president to run the show almost. It's like, oh my gosh, people.
Yes.
All right. If
All
you
right.
guys all of a sudden think he's great, then I have nothing for you.
Yeah.
I know you're brainwashed beyond
Belief.
imagination.
Yes. Especially since he
You'll-
is the epitome of big oil, and they
Oh my gosh.
and
It
they
doesn't get any bigger.
hate big oil.
Big oil. Yeah. It just goes to show you they're a deep state. They're all on the same side. It just that right there. Whenever they did all the rhinos on the Republicans and said that they're smart now, I was like, okay, it's the gig is up. You guys are all working together. It's a fact, no doubt about it. But what do I know? I'm just a satellite truck driver now.
Yes, you are.
Formerly a janitor.
Custodian.
Satellite.
Okay. ABC failed to disclose debate conflict of Kamala Harris and Lindsay Davis being also known as sorority sisters. So there you have it. They were sorority sisters in college. And so, yeah. So you think there wasn't any shenanigans that went on? There were.
Oh my goodness.
There were.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised they're not saying now that they're both skull and bones too with the Bushes.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all one big happy family.
They're one big happy
Oh
family.
my God.
Yeah.
Let's make sure in this show that we have, the whole We already said Illuminati.
Oh, I'm just
I
not
think.
even going to try to monetize this, this
Oh,
live.
I'm just saying.
I'm not even going to try.
We're gonna get the Wikipedia on
Oh,
Illuminati, Skull
oh,
and Bones, everything underneath our
let's
video on this one.
let's mention the climate. We'll just have a whole list of things on
Yeah,
our
yeah.
channel.
We want to get three
Three
big
things. Yeah.
Wikipedia, fact
Yeah,
checks underneath
yeah.
us.
Oh, we're going to mention 9/11 here too soon.
Oh my
So,
gosh,
so
we're doomed.
we're doomed. So we'll have a whole page of Wikipedia things going on below us today.
9/11
It's a
was a
good
thing
show.
that happened in
Yeah.
2000. It'll say in
Yes.
2001. It's legit, people. Just
Yeah.
don't even question it.
Yeah. Former Clinton advisor calls for internal investigation. Okay, we kind of already addressed this. Into ABC for rigged presidential debate against Trump. So anyway, again, there you have it. All right, Kamala Harris support for taxpayer-funded transgender surgeries for illegal aliens is
Oh
so
my God.
crazy. Her supporter and media allies don't believe it, but it is
Yeah.
true. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Just do your own research, people. Don't ask. Don't believe us. Don't believe the Gateway pundit. Do a little bit of your own research out there, people.
Oh, Jennifer, you're trying to get us in bad trouble. I ain't mentioning none of that stuff, Jennifer. I ain't talking about none of that stuff, man. Thanks, Jennifer. Okay, so there will be no third debate. President Trump announces no more showdowns with Kamala Harris and claims victory. So anyway, yeah. So he's like,
Yeah.
I ain't walking into that trap again.
Yeah, because he did it on Fox, the last election, and man, they had Mike Wallace, and
Yes.
they were as deep state as any other channel out
Right.
there. So, yeah, he's done. I think he did this one to, see, to actually prove that it was a setup. Because
Kamala,
that's the only reason why he would do that and accept this is to actually show that, yeah, they're all against me. It's all a big setup.
in my opinion, every time Kamala started to answer something, she would tell some story about something bad Trump did. Like
Oh yeah.
they're obsessed
Not
with
answer
that
the question.
North Carolina or South Carolina thing that happened. So they brought up that. They brought up something that happened in New York City years ago. She just went on tangents about this and never answered the question, one, and never said what her plans were at
Yeah.
all. Like she
No,
just
she never
would,
answered the question.
she would just go
or
off on a
stated policy.
tangent about Trump.
Well, they asked her about, how late could you do something? Would you
Oh.
be for it or against it, or would you?
Yes.
And she just didn't answer that question. So
Yeah.
we know the answer there.
Yeah. So yeah, the spin doctor. Yeah, it was like she had rehearsed speeches of things she wanted to get out that were negative about concerning
Yeah.
Trump, and that's what everything that came out of her mouth. I kept going, what is she talking about?
Yeah.
What is she talking about now? It didn't make any sense.
And then at the end, he just said, "Hey, you guys are in charge right now. When are you going to fix it? Right? Why haven't you fixed it yet? That's all. It's like, but you have all these grand plans. You haven't done them."
Yes.
That was, I think, the most powerful, because people, whether you like them or don't like them, all you got to do is look to see if these are ideas, and they had 3 years to do them. It hasn't happened.
Lazy Days is trying to get us in trouble too.
All right.
11 real facts about the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude,
I love it.
hey.
I love it. I love it.
I haven't, promoted Jacob Israel or Donut Factory. DOE, like a donut. The E donut. No, DOE. NUT, whatever.
Yeah.
Donut Factory
DOE
and Jacob Israel.
Yes.
Donut Factory will get Donut Factory, especially whenever it comes to the whatever you want to do. I don't even want to do it. I guess that's bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're gonna freeze frame that and say I am now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
But
Cover one eye.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know all the
craziness in
the
this world that we live.
symbolisms and the dates that
Yeah,
they use and
yeah,
everything. Oh my gosh, it's like it's so blatant once you see it done over and over again.
yeah.
And he
It is.
exposes that.
It
Go
is.
watch Donut Factory. And
Uh,
Jacob Israel for
yeah. Katy Perry is coming back around in the lineup now. She's been kind of
yeah,
MIA
I
for
was
a
like
while, and she's coming back. So anyway, I got off
uh,
topic. Okay, Kamala
okay,
Harris
good.
caught busing in thousands of people for her rally in Charlotte, North Carolina. So another thing that she's busing people in. Okay, this guy he helps the homeless people in Springfield, Ohio. And he went to the city council meeting and he went off on these people and he goes off on city commissioners as he reveals landlords are using taxpayer dollars to kick locals out of their homes and replace them with Haitians. So he goes off on this. If you can find this clip on YouTube, I watched it. I saw a clip of him, and I think this is a good guy right here. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Well, the, the places, I'm sure
It's
that the
rough.
mainstream media is running to Springfield to do their deep down investigation.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
sure they
kidding,
are.
you people. I'm kidding. But the people that know live there in Springfield. They know if this is true or if it's not. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They know that either 20,000 Haitians coming there was a great thing or it's hurting their community.
Well,
They know. That's where you got to do your research.
and that's really the point, okay? We have, they made it about the pets, right? But it's really about the fact that they dumped 20,000 immigrants into one city. That's the story. That's the story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They did it in Minneapolis.
Yeah. They're doing it in
You
a lot
know,
of places.
they did it, different, you know, people from a different, area. But it happened in Minneapolis. It's happening in Springfield. It could happen in your town next.
It could. It could.
So don't, if you're all for all this and it starts happening in your town, I don't want you to be mad. I want you to just say, gosh, golly, it used to be great here, but now it's kind of getting crappy around here and crime's up and all kind of weird stuff's going on. But I said it was okay over there, so I have to say it's okay in my town. Will you do that? Will those people do that? I don't think so. I think they're going to have a problem with it if it comes to their town.
Yeah, Lou. I hope they are because he was talking and then they cut him off, and he said he goes out and he gets in these the homeless like encampments and stuff where other people won't go to try to help the people in those places. So anyway, they were pretty rude to him at the council meeting. So
Yeah.
after donning a mega hat, Biden tells Trump supporters no eating dogs and cats.
Oh my gosh, you can't even make this up.
Yeah,
can
you can't make it up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You don't have anything to say about that?
No, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
it's so nuts balls.
It is nuts balls.
No words are necessary.
Springfield, Ohio resident on immigrants eating pets. That lady down the street used to have 50 cats. Now she's lucky if she has 5. So anyway, there you go. Another one
Yeah.
of where there's reports of people doing that. They should probably
No
come check.
evidence
We have a lot of
whatsoever.
cats in our neighborhood.
I like the cats.
Yeah,
man.
I like the cats in our neighborhood.
Dude, it don't
They're
bother
cool.
me a bit,
And
man.
they're not mine, so they can visit
Yeah,
and go
but-
home.
They come and they yell at you to pet them.
Yeah.
Pet me.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, all right. And they're like, not there. You're doing it in the wrong spot. I'm like, I don't know you yet, cat. Just give me a break. Let me try figure out what you are trying to demand right now. I love cats. I mean,
Yeah, Lou, you shouldn't have 50 cats. Absolutely, you should not have 50.
nah, they're.
I
hey,
hope that was an exaggeration.
the only mice that I've ever found in my house is the dead mouse that
Cat brought in.
our cat used to bring in to say, "Hey, look at me." You
Yeah,
know.
I killed a
So
mouse.
I've
Yeah.
never seen a live mouse in my house. So
Yeah.
kudos to the cats in our neighborhood to
Yes.
keeping the rodents
Yes.
out.
Absolutely. All right. Harris keeps repeating the Jay, throw in some words.
6.
Number after 5, right? Lie about dead unalive
Yeah,
officers.
what the heck?
Nobody died on that date except for a Trump supporter who was shot, who was unalived by them. So anyway,
Yeah, that's
man,
it.
we're gonna.
Don't even believe us. Do your research. My gosh, people, if you do 1 second of research,
Right.
you'll find out that is truth, 100%. That. And
Now,
I don't think they didn't find one person with a pew pew either.
Yes.
Not one person had a pew pew on the one side.
Yeah.
So that's, you would think that, they were so careful about that. I think, that didn't happen because, man, you would think not that they would use it, but somebody might have had one, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. They had nothing.
Yeah. So, President Trump called me right after the debate. I told him ABC clearly gave Kamala Harris all the questions in advance. So, anyway, again, yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne
And this
Root,
is coming from.
I don't know who Wayne
there's-
Root is.
There's a
But,
couple
yeah.
Democrats that came out and said, "Yeah, we need to investigate this. That was totally lopsided." That's coming from Democrats too. And
Yeah.
a former Clinton advisor, I think, was like, "That's just, something's up here."
Yeah.
Whatever. Do your own research.
All right. Rudy Giuliani stands with Trump and Vance at 9/11 memorial while Kamala decides to show up after downplaying the worst foreign attack on U.S. soil in history. Okay, and so in this picture, Trump is standing there, and Kamala and Biden are down the way, and the people across the way are shouting, "We need you, Trump! We need you, Trump!
We love you, Trump.
Yeah, we love you, Trump!" and all
We
kinds of
need
stuff.
you.
And Kamala Harris and Biden left early from the ceremony.
Yeah, listen. You can, again, I always say look around the global warming, just look around, see if things are changing, whatever. And this is in New York City, and
Yes.
all the people are cheering, not one cheer for the other side. It's like, come on, people, use your brain and think how the people picking process should go down this time. I'm telling you. And he walked into the firehouse, same thing happened. They both walked in, like Biden and Trump, and everybody was just like, "Go Trump, we love you, Trump." It's like,
Yes.
okay.
With the firemen, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, it's so lopsided that nobody, it should be a certain way this coming election, I believe, but they say it's close or she's up by a point or something like that. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
It's time for our Taylor Swift article
All
of the
right.
week.
Debbie has to throw
Okay.
it in there. Go ahead, Debbie.
Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris, signs endorsement letter as childless cat lady because she has a lot of cats. But isn't that kind of ironic?
Yeah.
This week,
This is all set up.
It's all theater. It's all
It's
theater.
all theater. And
Yeah.
I like how people say, like, this. The funny joke going on is she always sings songs about picking the wrong guy.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, we're gonna take advice
might
from
not
her.
be the best judgment on character.
No. Yeah.
I'm just saying. She's like, who knows? We'll see how long this Travis Kelce thing lasts.
Yeah, we will.
It'll last until after the election for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm
And
sure.
then all of a sudden it's going to be a massive breakup
Yeah.
or something. Who knows?
And then it won't be anymore. Oh,
And then
hi,
it'll be
it's
a song.
O'Grady.
Listen, then it's going to be a song,
Yes, absolutely. I gotta make Let's All Grady a moderator.
The NFL will make millions of dollars. She'll make millions of dollars. And she'll have private jets that are burning holes in the atmosphere, and our global, throw in a couple more words, warming.
Yeah,
But she's all for us.
she is
Us, the
all
little
for us.
people.
All right, Kamala Harris lies about the pew pews, fracking, private insurance, etc., and ABC hacks let her get away with it. So she wants to take away private insurance and she wants to make it government insurance. That's kind of her big thing that she wants.
Yeah. If she just mentions just a little bit of, gun, throwing a couple more words, control, right?
Yeah.
That, we'll take. I didn't say I was going to take these type of weapons. I just meant these type. That's
It's
gun control.
curious that they didn't even mention that topic during the debate.
She said, right, listen, she said she's not coming for your pew pews. That means all of them, people. That should mean, nope, not doing it, not taking a one of them. Not one.
Not one. So
We'll see about that.
Hey, it's Ella Grady. When you come to Two People on the Couch live on Saturday morning, you become a moderator. Unless I'm suspicious of you, but anyway, I'm not suspicious, so you're a moderator. That's the perk of being on Two People on the Couch live.
And they've been out there
Working
getting
hard.
stuff done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they had a little incident a couple weeks ago, and I hope everybody's fine and a full recovery.
Yeah, I hope you're doing much better. Yeah. So, I hope so. Okay. Trump hits Democrat and Harris on Democratic, pointing out that they staged a coup against Biden. So, again, they did. And then these people on the street, they'll ask them who they're supporting, and they'll say, Kamala, because Trump wants to take away democracy. And the guy's like, but you didn't even get a vote in who your candidate was going to be this year, right?
Yeah,
at all.
And the crazy thing that didn't come up in the debate was that my solar channel is 4 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. And I couldn't believe they didn't bring that up. And that people should go over to Solar DIY Budget and Reviews. I'm sure one of our great moderators can drop it in the link down below and get me 4 subscribers on our show today.
Mark does need 4 subscribers on his Solar DIY hobbies.
There's my shameless plug for my channel. Let's get back to business.
4 subscribers to reach his 1,000. He needs a lot of watch hours. So yes. So anyway.
This reminds me of the good old days when we tried to get 2 old people on the couch over 1,000.
Yes.
It's good. Remind me of the good old days.
Yeah. So he's getting close, but he's been doing a good job over there, doing a lot of solar stuff over there. He's got on a mission, and that is his niche, and that's what he's doing. So it will be solar stuff thrown in with a little bit of camping with the solar stuff.
Yes.
So
solar camping.
It's
budget builds. None of this crazy, big, huge stuff.
Yeah.
There's budget builds that the common man could put to practice. If they have a little power outage, get a little bit of power, maybe run a refrigerator. Let's get off of me.
Okay.
Let's get back to the show.
Okay. What during debate Kamala Harris claims she won't come after people? Okay, because she is a pew owner. So anyway, again, she's gonna say she is saying what she has to get elected, because I don't believe any of these policies are hers, because she has said it. There are clips of her saying the opposite of all these issues.
Yeah, and she's starting to adopt all of Trump's.
Oh yes, all of
talking points.
No, all of Trump's talking points. It's crazy.
Kamala Harris. If you like her policies, then you probably already liked Trump's policies to begin with.
Yeah, well, right here we are. Kamala Harris gets triggered after Trump says he was going to send her a mega hat because she keeps stealing all his policies. So there you have it.
It's true.
That is true. Okay, and she hates Israel. That was obvious. She wants a 2-state solution. That she did say. If she's president, I believe Israel will not exist in 2 years. Trump blasts Kamala on her hatred for Israel, and I do believe that. She did not seem fond of Israel at all.
It says in the Bible, you go against Israel.
Yes. Not
not
good.
going to be.
It's
Gosh,
not good.
good for you. You know, there's two sides, and I feel bad for the other side too and everything. And again, there the deep state wanted Israel, so they got it, and
Yes.
now it's going to be that whole. Whenever I say something biblical might happen here soon, something biblical is going to happen here soon. I think because it's unsustainable over there. Some and it,
Yes.
and there's never going to be a two-state.
There's never going to be
Thing.
peace because the one side wants to totally wipe them off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So that's not peace. Instead of coexisting, that's not peace.
So it's just and then the way the Bible says, it'll come from these these areas, and it'll also come from the north. Well, Lebanon is to the north, people. It's about ready to go down.
Yes,
I mean, everything that's aligning
they have
in the
been
Bible
fighting on the northern border and everything.
Oh my gosh, I'm just saying, look out, man. I wouldn't go against the big guy upstairs, boy.
No, absolutely not.
It's not going to end well for you. If you pick that side, good luck to you.
So we already talked about the debunked very fine people that they keep bringing up about the people in North Dakota, South Dakota, wherever that was that took place. So we already talked about that. And then Kamala Harris says that the recent thing was worst attack on U.S. since the Civil War. Tomorrow is the anniversary of 9/11. So it was worse than 9/11, she says, the thing that happened at the Capitol a few years.
Again.
Yes.
Again. Nothing burnt down. I can go on a million.
Was destroyed.
Nothing burnt down.
Nothing was destroyed.
You cannot find the clip, but it came out right away, right after it. They are adoring it like a live stream coming out of there. This one police guy asked this guy, he was in, where they all sit, and everything. And he's like, how long, the police guy said, how long are you going to stay here? He goes, I'm here just to make sure nobody busts up nothing and that everything stays peaceful. And until everybody is gone, then I'll leave my, my capital because I'm making sure nobody does anything nefarious. And there's people there actually protecting the Capitol. You will not see that video. I don't even know if I could ever find it again if I tried. But all I'm saying is, it was there's people there that saw some people getting a little wound up that even said, no, we're not doing nothing here. That's not why we're here. We're protesting the certain people picking process. That's all we're here for.
Yes.
Trust me, I seen it with my own eyes. I wouldn't lie. But will you ever see that clip?
No.
Absolutely not. It's erased from society, probably. If anybody finds it, let me know because it said it all. They were there protecting the Capitol. Some of the protesters.
Yeah. Jennifer, me and you should probably talk one of these days because you have a lot of interesting information that you always post. I really like what you post.
Maybe we'll have her on as a guest.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
Have to use code words because you have a lot of information.
Yeah. You got to learn the code words, man, because if you want to stay on the old YouTubes, you got to have the code words.
Yeah. So Trump hammers Harris over China and manufacturing. We hardly make. They tried to say that Trump sold all the chip. I don't know what to call it, information or whatever to China, and Trump's like, we don't even make chips here in America,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that was one of the things I was like, what is she talking about? We hardly make any chips in America. It's all made in Taiwan.
Yeah, I was like, man, do you think the American people are that stupid that they haven't known that we don't even have like 5% of the chip market over here or something ridiculous? We still make chips here, but not the good ones. All the powerful good chips and everything are made in. If China ever took over Taiwan and then cut us off from the chips, we would be in trouble. A world
of trouble.
of hurt. We could buy all the chips we wanted from America. They don't exist
Yes.
to keep this country running.
Yes.
Do your own research. Oh my gosh, she plays. Is she that stupid, or does she know this?
She knows that.
She just is thinking that the American people
Yeah,
are
we're
stupid.
building new chip factories. Yes, we are starting to try to build chip factories. Starting
Oh
to.
my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
I think she thinks the American people are stupid and didn't do their research, and they don't know this crap, so she can get away with
Right. She just
just
spewed a bunch of
spouting
stuff.
whatever she wants. But whatever.
We have reached. I think this is my last slide. So,
Okay, good. Okay.
economist Warren Kamala is running a giveaway campaign would surge government spending. So, we're gonna end. We're gonna end with that. So, yes.
Okay.
I feel like nobody's fact checking her on all her policies that she wants to do. You know how much it will cost and all that kind of stuff. You know,
Where's the money?
where's the money?
Uh-huh.
Show me the money. So
Where's my beer debt forgiveness?
yes. So I appreciate everybody joining us this morning. I appreciate Mark joining us.
I got to get to work, Daddy.
You
I
got to
can't
get
just
to
be
work.
sitting
I know.
on my butt all day
You
long.
can't. You got to go to work. You have to go to work. Okay.
All right.
So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared. Have a great weekend, guys, and we will see you next week.
Debbie looked lovely today too, by the way.
Thank you.
Throw in a couple more words.